Hello everybody. So yes, I already know. We already completed this game. But I'm back. Because before I was on a different headset. Now I'm on the Quest 3. Meta Quest 3 because you know what Quest 3 meant. Yeah, let's go ahead and go back into this and let's go ahead and see.
Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience.
If there's anything
Use the
different for
console in
Halloween
front of you to navigate the menu and pick one of the frightening experiences available. By completing these scenarios, more will become available. You'll see plenty of familiar faces and some new ones as well. So stay a while and have a good time. And remember, despite the temporary horror you may experience, this is a completely controlled environment and you aren't in any real danger. Fazbear Entertainment not responsible for real danger. Please make a selection from the virtual menu.
Dang it. Alright, well, let's gonna start out easy with night 1 of FNAF 1.
Hello? Hello? I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Alright, well, that's broken. Nine, one, one. Yeah, I thought there would be a coin there.
We hope you're enjoying the Fazbear virtual experience. Please be aware that there may be visual artifacts left behind from the beta testing phase of development. If you see any such artifacts, we recommend that you not interact with them. We'll weed them out eventually. There's no guarantee that we'll weed them out eventually.
On the other one, I was going to do some parts and service now. Parts and service can be fun.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Oh no, it looks like Bonnie's guitar is out of tune and must be recalibrated. First, we must access his harmonization module located inside his secondary throat pipe. To access the throat pipe, both eyes must first be removed. You must be as precise as possible when removing the eyes from their respective sockets. First, firmly grip Bonnie's left eye. Great job. Well done. Now, firmly grip Bonnie's right eye and deposit the right eye. Good job. To open Bonnie's faceplate, carefully press the two buttons located on. Well done. You now have. Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button again. Press the blinking button again to verify your work. Great job. Bonnie is in tune and ready for his solo. Let's close him up. Well done. That concludes your parts and services task. See you next time.
Yeah, I'm just going to do one minigame from every single level. From every single thing. And then I'll end this. Alright, let's go.
Hello? On these new animatronics. They're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be paying them to guard you. Now that being said, no new system is without its kinks. You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week but complained about conditions. We switched him over to the day shift. So, hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seem to move around at night and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them. And as for the rest of them, we have an even easier solution. You see, there may be a minor glitch in the system, something about the robot seeing you as an endoskeleton without his costume on, and wanting to stuff you into a suit. So hey, we've given you an empty Freddy Fazbear head. Problem solved. You can put it on any time, and leave it on for as long as you want. Eventually anything that wandered in will wander back out. Something else worth mentioning is kind of the quirky modern design of the building. You may have noticed there are no doors for you to close. But hey, you have a light, and even though your flashlight can run out of power, the building cannot. So don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the light, put on the spray ahead if you need to. Keep the music box wound up, piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it there. Alright. All I want to say is just I got a quest 3. Alright. There you go. Yeah, look at that, I have 10 already. How much I need? 15? Okay, I only need 5 more. I got no plushes. Got no action figures. Oh, I got... Alright, well, yeah. I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye.